Warning, this show contains strong language and topics that some viewers may find offensive. Listener discretion is advised.
Hey, Regular Sam, do you like flags?
No.
Fuck!
Hello, wrestling fans, and welcome to another edition of the Suplah. I'm Carmine Antonelli, and with me is Sam Brooks.
Nah. You're not Andy.
No, I'm not.
Good. I'm happy
There
now.
you go.
Alright, this will be good. This will be fun. Where have you been?
Yeah,
I've missed you.
I've
Missed you, sir.
I've been at work and making Suplah Brawl.
Suplah Brawl? What is that?
It's a thing where I play a video game, and we're in it, sort of, and we fight each other, sort of.
Oh yes, I think everybody watching should go and watch the newest event. What is it called?
When Doves Cry!
Ain't that a funny name?
Yeah, because we stopped trying.
Well, we didn't stop trying, we just
Not-
were like... Okay, this
We
is a
stopped trying to
fed...
give it, like, cool names.
This is a fed with a dragon, a horse, a couple of robots, Gollum,
Mm-hmm.
and Derek.
Yeah, and then us.
So it's like... Do the words penance, primal carnage, and uprising really give you a feel for what we're going for here, or are we just trying too hard?
And yet, at this point, Brawl is, I think, the best it's ever been.
Maybe you should go watch it, and then you will see what the fuck we're talking about.
Yeah, especially this was a really good event. So now that we're done plugging that, I've been doing that. I've been playing Crash Bandicoot a lot. And
Where have you been playing that?
I've been playing that on Suplah Gaming.
Suplah Gaming? What is Suplah Gaming?
It's our gaming YouTube channel that has like no subscribers yet. So go subscribe. There's cool stuff there.
There's people. Don't
There's
undersell
some.
it. There's people.
There's some.
30 people.
But if you're not one of those 30 people, go join the club.
What are
Suplah
you
Gaming's
doing?
a lot of
Why don't
fun.
you go subscribe? Maybe you'll
Yay.
see Crash.
And then
or Crash. Or
and
Derek.
yeah, in
Crash
like
and
7
Derek.
different forms.
Take your pick as to which one you want.
Yeah. And not even on Suplah Gaming, I've also played Crash Bandicoot in my spare time a lot. And that was an endeavor. But we'll talk about that more on the Brocast.
See, Andy? This is why he's good at plugs. And you're really not. This is going to be a fun show, I can already tell. This is going to be a fun time. But before we can talk about what it is we're here to talk about, we have to discuss some comments that we've got.
Comments!
Yes.
Everybody talk about me.
Everybody talk about me. So, the GFW,
Oh, yay.
the Alberto... He's in trouble.
Yeah, exactly.
He's in a lot of trouble lately, for various reasons.
He's been a bad boy.
Do we want to talk about his personal life, or do we not?
I mean, it was kind of already discussed. I don't know if there's more to say.
Oh. Basically, the long and short of it is that him and his wonderful girlfriend, fiancé, wife, ex-wife, daughter, Paige, had a bit of a lover's spat in an airport involving,
Yeah,
something.
throwing beer at each other, wishing
Throwing
each other's
beer.
relatives were dead, calling
wishing
the
each other's relatives were
police.
dead, calling the police, pinning drugs on the other
Yeah,
person.
yeah, and not just like, a baggie of weed, like, no, cocaine.
The entire cocaine stash is apparently in her bag.
Yeah. No, they're in a very healthy, loving relationship.
And it says, LTEL1990 says this relationship is a flag factory, and the only available color to paint them with is red.
Yeah, no, that's pretty accurate.
We are clearly ones to judge people's personal lives. If you
Mhm.
are new to this show, hello, welcome. I'm Sam, that's Carmine. We judge a lot of people here. And this is clearly not normal by any stretch of the imagination.
Certainly not normal. Wrestling's a crazy industry. Maybe they're under a lot of stress. Maybe things are totally fine when the cameras are off and fans aren't holding fucking phones in their faces saying, "I'm a huge fan, by the way. Where's the cocaine?" But, you
I want
know,
to take cocaine with my idol, Alberto.
but, there's certain
Fuck
things
me,
that are
dude.
just under no circumstances a good sign.
You know what's funny though, and there's been a bit of a follow-up to this story. There's been a bit of what you call damage control
Oh yeah,
by
from Paige.
from Paige, or is her name Victoria Gonzalez?
What?
Because apparently, according to a certain sheet, of which is dirty, I think it's PW Insider, maybe that, where Victoria Gonzalez, quote unquote, sends in a video of Paige and Del Rio, El Patron, Alberto, being quite happy at a baseball game.
Oh, I see where you're going with this. Gotcha. Okay.
But was it Victoria Gonzalez, aka Paige?
I didn't even know about this one.
Because apparently the dirt sheets are colluding with these people to present a healthy, happy public image. And the Reddit police caught on to their shenanigans. Don't worry, everybody. Reddit's on the case. They'll solve it,
Go.
just like they solved the Boston bombings.
Oh God.
I regretted that as
Great.
soon as I said it, but
Yeah.
it bears repeating. The fucking Reddit detectives, maybe they're not always right.
No, I would venture to say most of the time they're probably wrong. But hey, it's always fun to watch.
It's fun to watch. You get your popcorn, you sit back, and you're like, man, how can this self-destruct even further?
Yeah, exactly. I only knew about the damage control where she was like, it wasn't that big of a deal. I threw the drink at him. He called the police on me. He didn't do anything wrong. Blah blah blah.
Except he literally says all of the drugs are in her bag.
And wished your uncle was dead
No, he
while
didn't.
he's dying.
He did nothing wrong, clearly. It's all her fault.
So that was a
Oh.
load of shit.
Fucking Christ. But there's been some better news that we actually forgot to discuss last time.
Oh?
Because one of us wasn't on the ball. But anyway. Bullet Club vs. The Shield comments with your thoughts on AJ Styles winning the United States Championship at Madison Square Garden on a house show.
Yeah, that's neat.
Forgot to discuss that part.
Yeah.
Because there's just so many things happening lately. But yeah, AJ Styles beat Kevin Owens, the face of America. He's actually Canadian. And he became the new United States champion at a fucking Madison Square Garden house show.
Yes, he did.
Before, I don't know if their match at Battleground was scheduled at that time, but they were clearly building towards it anyway. They have that Battle
Yeah,
Royal to decide the
Because the way
opponent,
their Backlash match ended, like there's clearly room for a rematch.
and that's what they're
um,
getting. But this time at Battleground, it's going to be the champion AJ Styles versus Kevin Owens.
Do we think Kevin Owens is just gonna fucking win it back?
I hope not. I feel
I-
like they view AJ highly enough to not just put it on him for the sake of putting it on him, and they'll actually give him a substantial reign.
Normally, I would completely agree. But here's the thing.
Alright.
I feel like WWE's also very high on Kevin Owens, especially after his fucking DVD sales went so well.
Oh yeah, he has the Viduvday out, and it went really high up in Viduvday sales.
Yeah, like destroyed expectations, I think.
Because it's a really good DVD, to be fair. Like, it's super
Oh
cool.
yeah. Oh yeah. I'm not surprised it sold out at all, but it did. And so, people are thinking that might have some extra sway on what creative might do with Owens. But like the DVD sold out and all that, and then they took the belt off of him. That doesn't mean anything, because I feel like they did this to garner interest for house shows. I feel like they did this to garner interest in the championship itself. Both of which successful. I think they did exactly that. What I also think is that they're going to give it right back to Owens, not because they don't like AJ, or not because they don't think he's good enough for the WWE title, but the WWE title picture is about to become very crowded with heels, and I think Owens just has to kind of wait in line. So in the meantime, they're going to put this belt on him because I think they like having belts on Kevin, and he does that a lot. He's got such a fucking high ratio from the day he started in NXT of days as champion of some variety. Like, he's been a champion for such a high portion of his WWE run.
Here's a fun fact for you.
Just say it.
The Universal title, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
How many champions has it had?
Give me a second. Hold on. So Finn Balor for like a day.
Mm-hmm.
Kevin Owens.
Mm-hmm.
Goldberg. Lesnar. 4.
Yeah, 4. There have been, I believe, about just under 50 defenses of this championship. Both at, obviously, TV and house shows.
Okay. I was going to say.
Kevin Owens was roughly involved in about 45 of them.
Holy shit.
Now that says a lot about Goldberg and Lesnar,
Yes.
first of all. Because at this point it feels like the only champion we've actually had of that championship is Kevin Owens.
Yeah.
Because you can go around and you can say that Finn Balor was the first ever when he's getting fucking guitar shotted by Elias Sampson on Raw.
Yeah,
Not
I feel
doing
like they're
anything.
I feel like they're taking this time to build him back up as a major star, starting.
So you
They're-
put
I
him
think it's
against
a-
Elias Sampson?
Well, I feel like it's a slow burn. I feel like they're slow burning with Finn.
To be fair, they may have put him in a program with Wyatt, who recently actually won a feud, Andy, against Seth Rollins, Andy, so there's a bit of building up to be had there.
Yeah, I feel like Elias Sampson was a placeholder while Wyatt did his thing to get a little bit more credibility, and now him and Finn are going to make Finn's name bigger while this whole Lesnar mess straightens itself out. And then somewhere down the line, I feel like Finn's going to be right back in that same spot.
Although you say that, the whole Lesnar mess, I feel like Raw's title picture is actually better than SmackDown's right now.
Yes, because Samoa Joe and Reigns made that shit real interesting real fast.
And Braun Strowman.
Yes, but
Can't underplay Braun here. He's
he's
clearly involved. He fucking interfered in the
just not
match.
officially yet.
I feel like they're building to a 4-way. That's
Yeah,
SummerSlam.
and I would love that, but I don't. It's not official yet, so I can't really say
Oh,
that yet.
yeah, obviously it's not official yet, but obviously the way WWE does their programming is by the books. So, if you have a number 1 contenders match between Samoa Joe and Roman Reigns, and then Braun Strowman comes out and totals the field, no clear winner, what would you do?
What if instead of, because I feel like as cool as that Fatal 4-Way would be, I don't know if WWE would do that. What I feel like they might do is Roman just beats Joe because Joe keeps doing the "you've never beat me" shit, and that means he's going to get beat sooner or later. I feel like Reigns might just beat Joe, but then once he beats Joe, Braun is not finished with him again and murders him, and then Kurt's like, you know what, fuck it, you're in the match too, because you did beat Roman, so...
So you're thinking a 3-way.
I think a triple threat.
Well, fair enough. But either way, Raw's title picture is good. The United States
Once this
Championship
Punjabi
picture
prison
is...
match is out of the way, hopefully SmackDown's gets better.
Yep, but SmackDown is SmackDown, Raw is Raw, and there's something that happened on Raw.
Oh, well, first let's just finish our thoughts on AJ. Cool,
Yeah,
that's
sure.
cool. I like
Yeah.
it. They do shit like
It's good. They haven't done it in a couple of years. It's new. It's fresh. Well, I say they haven't done it in a couple of years. They did it like last year with Samoa Joe and the NXT title.
yeah,
But
and then
before that, it was like 2011 with the
yeah,
tag
with the tag
titles.
stuff, yeah.
So it's been a while, and
Yeah.
it's good. I feel like AJ needed that thing to like.
Yeah, AJ was really the one on SmackDown who surprisingly wasn't doing much.
Yeah, I mean he's feuding with Kevin, but when you're a face in a feud with Kevin Owens, really,
Yeah.
there's only so much you can do week in and week out, and they've managed to pad out time quite a bit. I'm just glad they finally put it on him, so we didn't have to wait
Yeah.
even longer.
Yeah. I feel like the title might go back to Kevin, and then that might kind of alleviate AJ, maybe even up to fight Jinder. I don't know.
I don't see anyone other than maybe John Cena fighting Jinder next.
It all depends on how this Rusev thing goes.
Well, clearly Cena's beating Rusev.
Yeah, we always say that, but clearly Roman Reigns is going to beat Braun. He didn't, so you never know.
Fair
And
point.
SmackDown is the less predictable show, so
Sure, why not? But anyway,
of the two, Raw is more predictable. But you know,
whether it's good that it's unpredictable is another conversation entirely.
I think it is, but you know, we'll leave that be for now.
We will, because on Raw,
We
Very-
had
very
some
pertinent
really
thing.
unpredictable shit.
well, depending on who you ask. Someone out there always claims to have known it all along, but
Yeah, it's totally obvious. You can see the signs here and there that, you know.
the signs that
Protect-
say big ass and eat balls.
Yeah, and, you know, Corey Graves is clearly from Mars. That's what they're going for. You know.
So let's recap.
Yeah.
If you've been under a rock for a while, here's what's happening on Raw.
Yeah.
Corey Graves has been acting strange
Yes.
with his phone.
Yeah, it's all been on phones.
And Kurt Angle, when he's not looking completely bewildered at what's happening around him on camera, has also been very weird with his phone.
Yeah.
And it's been building to something.
Yeah, like there was a lot of, you know, when this first started, it almost seemed like Corey was gonna blackmail Kurt. But
Or
then like
maybe... And then
as-
it kind of got in the way of the whole Enzo and Cass breakup thing. We thought that was it, but no. It kept going,
yeah, and
and it kept
then
going.
it became more of like Corey's on Kurt's side, and they both know this secret.
This secret, this big plot reveal of something. And
It could ruin Kurt's career.
last week, Kurt said, on the phone at the end of Raw, talking to somebody on his talkie phone, he said, this could ruin my career. I could lose my family over this. And at the end of the call, he said, I love you. So clearly they're building towards Dixie Carter
Right.
being the secret lover of Kurt Angle,
Or some
And-
people would say Stephanie McMahon.
or Stephanie McMahon, and we're gonna get a closure to this 17-year-old storyline that never went anywhere because Triple H got maybe justifiably insecure.
Yeah, so people thought this was going to lead to one last
Angle
hurrah
vs.
for
Triple
Kurt.
H at
Yeah, Angle versus-
WrestleMania, which has already been discussed on a past show because that was a rumor for a while.
Yeah. And then, you know, some people thought Dixie Carter was coming to the WWE because she was on that documentary, so they signed her for an on-screen role.
I would have either hated it or loved it depending on what they did with her.
Yeah, you wanted her to be AJ's manager.
Only if they were going to present AJ as a heel. Because
Yeah, which they're
AJ,
not
as
doing.
we know, AJ as a heel last year didn't work.
No, people just like him too much.
No, it's not even that. It's because as a heel he became cocky and said, I'm the best in the world, and then everyone was like, yeah, you are.
Yeah, yeah.
Good for you. Because he wasn't wrong. He's one of the best wrestlers going. So, of course, when he says that, to be all cocky, we're going to be like, yeah.
Yeah, like
'Cause you
when Kevin
are.
when Kevin Owens says it and then like rolls out of the ring as soon as the bell rings, you can like
Right.
say you have something to point to say no, you're not. But AJ just wins and is good, so it's like I like when a heel does that,
Mm.
but you can't say he's wrong when he gloats.
Right. And, of course, then he put Shane through a car window, and everyone was like, oh, fuck, maybe he is a heel. And then he turned face like a month after that anyway, so...
Because they shook hands and it was like, man, that was sick when you put me through that car window.
We had probably the best match at WrestleMania. Yeah, we should be friends now.
Yeah. So
But anyway, people were thinking it's either going to be Dixie Carter as Kurt Angle's secret lover, or it's going to be Stephanie McMahon, and we're going to get Triple H vs. Kurt Angle at WrestleMania 34, or Chad Gable is his illegitimate son
See-
because America, right?
I didn't even know that was an option.
Yeah, and even on the WWE's own YouTube channel, they had videos, like those Kathy Kelly videos where she's like, this week in the WWE, all of his social media shit
Yeah.
They maybe hinted at that, and then they ruled out that possibility. So everyone was like, well, what could it be? Let's just wait in anticipation / worry, because it's Raw, and it could be awful.
Yeah. Oh, I was in a lot of worry. I was not hopeful of where this was going.
Did me a big worry. It did.
Yeah.
But then, you flash forward to the middle of Raw, and then Kurt Angle comes out.
Yes.
And he cuts a promo, saying like, I'm gonna reveal this secret of mine. He says that he has an illegitimate son.
It's Gable.
It's that guy that's randomly shown up as singles star on SmackDown lately.
Yeah, his tag team partner just vanished.
Yeah, Jason Jordan went away, and everyone was like, okay, they're clearly lining up Gable for a big singles push. It makes sense for him to transfer to Raw and be put in the spotlight of, this is Kurt Angle's son.
Chad Angle.
But Kurt Angle instead says, I have an illegitimate son. He is transferring to Raw. You may know him as Jason Jordan. And then Jason Jordan comes out in a suit, smiling. Kurt starts crying, and then they hug in the ring to the beat of the theme music. And everyone's like... I mean, I reacted amazing. I was like, I love wrestling.
I fucking love this.
I love this entire edit. But okay, in case any new fans out there who maybe don't know, Kurt Angle is black. No. I had to say one thing right and I messed it up. You explain why this is funny, because I'm just gonna die over here. I'm just gonna sink into the floor and just disappear.
I don't even know where you were gonna go with that. I can't even take it over. I just...
As we all know, Kurt Angle is not black.
Hey!
Jason Jordan is black.
Yes.
How the fuck
I guess
does
you know,
this
that
work?
promo he cut all those years ago where he said he doesn't really care for black people wasn't all that true.
And then years before that, where he wanted bestiality sex with Charmel,
Oh god.
Booker T's black wife.
Yeah, I guess that might have happened.
Why do I feel a race war brewing in the comments right now? Why do I have a bad feeling that maybe we weren't the best people to tackle this subject? We should have got Brendan here, maybe. That would have been better.
Well,
Who is, in fact,
maybe.
my son, apparently now. Because that works. Somehow. Right? It's like... Okay. I love it.
I do too.
If not
It's
for
great.
the fact of, like, the entire almost, like, slow burn to this, including those previous two things of the Charmel thing and the not really being a fan of the black people promo.
Mhm.
And then you had Jason Jordan in NXT in, like, 2014 doing the shoulder straps thing that Kurt Angle used to do. And, like, they
Yeah.
kind of look kind of similar, like, kind of like blocky heads. Like, the only major difference is that Jason Jordan can turn his neck and Kurt Angle is like Batman. With the thing. Where he has to, like...
the Michael Keaton suit.
Yeah, the Michael Keaton suit, which he's permanently stuck in and he's always crouching for some reason, but... That's Kurt Angle. Oh. And then afterwards it didn't help that they aired the fucking table for free of the Nation of Domination.
I fucking love that part.
They must have known.
Oh, of course.
They
Or
must have
someone just
known.
had a really funny, just brain lapse.
You know what we could do?
What?
After revealing that Kurt Angle has a black son.
Mm-hmm.
By the amount of times I've heard that fucking Family Guy joke. Oh, it's too many. One time is too many. But,
Yeah.
you know what we could do after revealing this whole my black son angle?
What's that?
Air a table for free with some of the most famous black people that have ever been in WWE. Mark Henry, Farouk, and... Oh shit, who was the third one?
Was it D'Lo Brown?
No. Was it? Might have been the Good Father. Yeah. Yeah, it would have... That makes sense. He's a Hall of Famer. Yeah.
Okay.
I know, I pay attention. I know these things. But fuck, even. What is this story? What is your take on this?
You know what I love about this?
What is it?
Like, when people talk fondly about, and yeah, I know, bear with me. When people talk fondly about the Attitude Era,
Oh god, do they?
they mention stupid fucking dumb fun storylines like Mae Young giving birth to a hand, or
I don't know if that's looked upon highly.
I always hear about it talked
But people
fondly.
mock it. They're always like, oh, remember that time? Remember how that was really dumb with the white hand from a black Mark Henry?
I always hear that was really dumb, but it was fun dumb.
Okay. Man, that's why I love this. It's just dumb fun.
Exactly, it's dumb fun. I
Right.
love that Kurt just fucking has a black son.
And they haven't
Because
explained who
fuck
the
it.
mother is yet, I don't think.
That was my first question: is who the fuck's the mom? And I don't
I'm just
know-
going to assume until they say otherwise if it's Charmel, and Booker T is just really uncomfortable sitting at the announcer's desk. That's all I can assume it is.
God. You know, with Booker T at commentary now, they've got to do it. They've got to
Yeah.
do it.
We oughta.
And then fucking do Angle versus Booker at WrestleMania. That's a new thing. And it'll be a
What?
shambling old man fight.
No! This push is clearly meant for Jordan. Like, they're clearly setting up a big thing for Jordan, but it's like, no, this is going to set up a match for Kurt Angle at WrestleMania.
No, I know, but okay. So what do we think this is actually going to set up for Jordan? What's some stuff that can come of this for him?
Well, there's a couple of things to note from this. First of all,
Mhm.
American Alpha is over.
Yeah, one's on Raw, one's on SmackDown.
I'm gonna say good.
They weren't doing anything.
Number one, they weren't doing anything. Number two, they had the fucking program in NXT, and that was amazing. Then they got to the main roster, held the main belts pretty soon. I think they were the second people to hold it, right? Or something. No, they were the third. Second?
Yeah, they took it. They took it from
Third.
Wyatt and Orton.
Third. They held them.
They
They
were the
held
third.
those
They were the
belts,
third.
and then that was good. But then as soon as they lost them to the Usos, you still hold them. They've not done anything.
They just
They've both
vanished.
been sat at catering, so it's almost as if their mission as a tag team was done. Both of them can hang as singles guys. Gable has been on SmackDown recently. People have been loving him, how he recently moved to that city in that open challenge thing. Everyone loved it. He had a great match with AJ. Everyone loved it. Now you got Jason Jordan, who needed somebody to bring it out of him, which was Chad Gable, but now he's learnt enough. He can do all the things himself. So
Exactly.
really, we've not lost anything other than another tag team.
Yeah, and that was one of the things I wanted to point out was like, great, in an era where tag teams are dropping like flies, we lost another one. But the thing is, American Alpha did not break up. The door is
No.
open for them to reform if this goes horribly. So like if both of them flounder as single stars, which I don't think will happen, the door is open for them to just say, fuck it, we're American Alpha again. Which, you know, maybe you could
Well, I
have
mean-
done that with Enzo and Cass, but you know, fuck
But here's
me,
what's
right?
happened. Like, Chad Gable first tweeted, what?
Yeah, WWE put out a tweet. It's like, oh, Kurt Angle is a son, and it's Jason Jordan, and Chad just replied to that tweet going, what?
And then he put out an Instagram thing basically saying, thank you, but American Alpha is now over.
Right.
So it's fine. They didn't split, per se. They just faded
They're-
away.
Pursuing singles careers.
Faded away. And that's fine. Because they weren't doing anything. So now,
Exactly.
you have two new single stars who can get solid mid-card pushes, which is apparently the plan for Jordan. They want him to have a solid mid-card push with Kurt Angle being his fatherly figure. Which is
Just-
good, because Kurt Angle being funny hasn't been bad. From what
No,
I
he's-
know, I've never heard anyone say, oh, remember how when Kurt Angle was funny and he sucked? No, I've
No,
always
he's-
heard good things about it.
My favorite was when he was first made the Raw general manager, and all he was doing was this kind of like funny, naive dad thing. If he kind of sticks with that, that works for him. Especially when he would be a literal dad. And I feel like if Jordan has a quick little feud with a mid-card heel, maybe Elias Sampson, and then you just fuck it, right to the Miz. I feel like that could work really well.
Unless you keep going with the black hole that is The Miz and Dean Ambrose.
Yeah, please, for the love of fuck, no more of that.
We got good things here, we got good things there, but it wouldn't be a super show without dissecting the negatives. So let's call Andy.
Oh, goody.
This'll be fun.
Yay.
Hello.
Hello, Andrew Kwan.
Hello.
You are on the Suplah right now.
Oh my god, I love that show. It's
Me?
the best show.
Maybe you should say hello to my co-host.
Hello, co-host.
Hello.
He has a name.
I don't know who's on the show.
It's Carmine.
Oh, hello, Carmine.
Hello.
Today, young man, we are discussing Jason Jordan being the son of Kurt Angle.
Oh boy.
Why don't you give us your assumedly positive opinion of this entire story?
It's bloody stupid.
Fuck you, tell me why.
Okay, here's why. Like, they did like, I don't know if they did a 24, but they did some kind of documentary on the NXT people. And maybe it was an ESPN thing, I can't remember.
I believe it was a, 24 story on,
2020.
like, the rise of NXT,
Oh.
something like that.
Okay. And they went through Jason Jordan's life, and we got to see his parents. So I don't think this is good. And the other thing is...
Wait, when you say good, do you
doesn't
mean
look-
believable from a kayfabe standpoint? Because it could just be as easily explained that those parents that we see in the 24 special are his adoptive parents.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's still stupid.
I mean,
like-
yeah, it's stupid, but please explain to me why that's a bad thing.
And the thing is, as well, is
So he
that,
doesn't.
like, I like Jason Jordan. I think he's terrific. I think he's got a lot of potential. But the issue that I have is that he didn't need to be the guy's father. Like, Kurt didn't need to be his father. It could have just been, here's two really talented guys, and I'm bringing them to Raw. Because they need tag teams, because they seem to have a weird fetish right now of splitting up tag teams for some reason.
A fair point. So you would have Kurt Angle just be like the manager for American Alpha rather than being the illegitimate father of his black son, Jason Jordan.
And I think this has all been just a swerve. It's like when everyone was like, it's Dixie or it's Stephanie. Like, I guarantee...
Like those wouldn't have
one of
been
those
swerves
two-
anyway.
I guarantee you it was one of those two, and the internet found out, and they're like, shit, we need to think of something completely different. What's Jason Jordan doing? We'll just have to make up something where it's like, oh, Kurt was dating this lady, and...
Charmel.
dating, but then she got preggo, and then
From
they had-
bestiality
she had the kid.
sex.
She had the kid anyway. It's just stupid. It's like, it's almost like the ultimate storyline that Vince has always wanted to put on, where it's like an illegitimate child storyline. I fucking love it. Like, he seems to have this weird thing for it. He was gonna do it with Stephanie.
Okay, no, that was weird because they're at least related. Like, this is just dumb
And
fun.
then they did this with Hornswoggle. They did this with Hornswoggle.
That was dumb as well, but this could be good because Jason Jordan's an actually good wrestler and he needs something to do, so why not have him do this? Caller, you are being very quiet.
Well, the thing is,
There you
like,
go.
people have looked at the timeline of Kurt Angle's life.
Oh, come on.
He would have to have been 20. Kurt would have to have been 20 somehow. I don't know.
Somehow he had to have been 20.
It's stupid. So it's just dumb and like. It's
I knew you were gonna say this.
stupid. Doesn't make any sense. What? Do you two like it?
Yeah, we love it.
Oh my god, what the fuck? I'm
What?
gonna ask more people from the Suplah. 1 second.
Oh god, he's gonna ask more people from the Suplah. Maybe this segment was a horrible idea.
Do you remember back in I think it was like 2000,
He's gonna mention the black people promo.
when Christian came back, and they did that storyline where Jeff Hardy was being attacked by somebody, and everybody said it was Christian, because everyone saw it coming from a mile away, and then they went, oh no, it's Matt Hardy, and this is what it kind of feels like, because everyone was like, oh, it's Dixie Carter, she was on the network, it's Dixie Carter, LOL, no, it's Jason Jordan, what? It doesn't make sense. Also, Chad Gable looks like him. That makes way more sense. If you're gonna do it logically, it should have been Gable, because he looks like a mini Angle. Like, that's far more believable as opposed to being a mixed race guy. And I understand mixed race, I get it, right? But it's so fucking stupid. It's stupid. It feels like people knew what was gonna happen, so they threw a swerve, curveball, to try and throw people off, and it's just made things worse. Thank you. So that's my fault. We are in agreement. It's just.
Okay, and to that I say, it's wrestling, it's been full of dumb ideas since day one, this is some dumb fun, why can't you have fun, thank you and goodbye. So that has been Andy Kwan. I'm gonna hang up on him now, and I fucking knew that it would end up like that.
Yeah, so that was 1-800-CALL-ANDY.
Maybe we'll do it again, under these very specific circumstances.
Maybe.
Why is he calling me back? For God's sake!
I have to tell you why it doesn't.
What do you want? Yes?
I was still talking and you put the phone down on
Because we're ending the show, dipshit! That's what we do here. We're done. We've been going for like 40 minutes.
Well, I have been Andy Kwan.
So you can find us on Facebook, where we post a variety of different social media posts, including pictures from When Doves Cry. There's
Yes.
event. There's a callback for you. We have a Twitter, where we also do that. And we also have an Instagram, where we also do that. It's the same name as everywhere else, the Suplah. Search it and you will find us. We did the other plugs at the start, where we do the Brawl, we did the broadcast on our website, suplah.com. You got the gaming channel, Suplah Gaming. There's no custom URL, because none of you have subscribed to it yet. Subscribe to it. There's a lot of fun things happening there. We have a Patreon, where you can become a patron and get access to reaction videos and other things that I don't know about, because I'm not involved in the Patreon whatsoever.
For $1 a month, you can get access to the Suplah City Hall Snapchat account. You can also get early access to off-the-air episodes, and you can get an MP3 download link to our Suplah's theme song. And then for $5 a month, you get exclusive viewing access to Suplah Reacts, which is a thing Liam and Andy do, where they watch things and react to it with their personalities.
And
And
we'll be going live
yeah, for the Suplah Ground.
this weekend?
Is it this weekend?
When's the 23rd?
That would be
It's this weekend!
Oh my
Alright!
God,
We
so
are...
fast.
We're ready! It's almost as if it's every 2 weeks and we just seem to ignore it every single time.
It's just, I forget that they're every 2 weeks. Every 2 weeks.
Who will be there? I don't want to be there.
Oh no, I might be there.
Wonderful. Andy Kwan might be there in person this time, not on the fucking telephone.
Yeah.
Is that everything?
I think that's everything.
Please don't leave. I don't wanna go back to the old way where we have conflicting opinions and it's horrible. Oh god.
Yeah, because it's stupid because he was only 20 when he had a child. That doesn't make sense.
Help me. Please save me. Okay.
He's having a breakdown.
Hey, regular Sam, do you like flags?
No.
Fuck!